Is eBay dying? Here's the data that you need to know as an eBay seller to make informed decisions about your own business. Before we get started, this isn't a clickbait video or like every other video on YouTube that says eBay is dying, eBay is dead, I'm quitting eBay. This is going to be a video backed up by data and facts, not my feelings or opinions. But I feel it's important as eBay sellers to know exactly what direction the platform is headed in so we can make informed decisions about our business and not be reliant on one company for our livelihood and income. So what prompted this video? I saw this data the other day. The number of active users on eBay has decreased by 18% over the last 3 years, from Q2 of 2020 to Q2 of 2023, going from 161 million to 132 million, which I thought was very concerning, but obviously wanted to know how it compared to other e-commerce platforms. So I looked up Amazon, and the number of Amazon Prime subscribers grew from 146 million in 2020 to an estimated 175 million in 2023. So Prime subscribers grew by 20%, while active eBay users declined by 18%. Amazon revenue is obviously much higher than eBay's, and they can't be compared. I don't expect eBay to ever become Amazon. That ship has sailed, but comparing percentages instead of absolute values can be a good way of seeing what direction the platforms are moving in. With that said, I wanted to compare the revenue of eBay and Amazon over the same time period from 2020 to 2023. So this is the annual change in revenue from the previous year. The 2020 number is going to be the change from 2019 to 2020. So if you can see here, Amazon has been growing at a much greater clip than eBay, obviously. 38% to eBay's 20% in 2020. Then in 2021, eBay actually closed the gap. Amazon grew their revenue 22%, eBay grew theirs 17%. But the last 2 years have been very concerning. So if you're a seller on eBay and you see this, you should be worried. In 2022, eBay gross revenue went down 6%, and revenue in 2023 is down 1% from 2022 so far, I believe. And in Amazon, again, because I know what you'd be hearing as well, it's the economy, people just aren't spending money right now. But the truth is people are spending money on other platforms. They're just not spending their money on eBay anymore. I think this is something to be very concerned about. eBay should be growing as a company, not shrinking. Amazon is from the 1990s too. Both the companies are pretty old as far as e-commerce platforms go, or there's no reason why eBay still shouldn't be growing. So why has eBay been in a decline? The biggest reason I believe is they built their business as an auction website. They've been known since the early days in the 1990s as an online auction platform, and they pivoted around 2008 and 2009 to focus more on fixed price listings. Now, roughly 10% of listings are auctions, and that's from highs of around 90%. That I could find back in the early 2000s. So why is this a problem? It wouldn't necessarily be, because buyers do like fixed price buy now listings more, it seems. But the original user base of eBay, both sellers and buyers, came to the platform for online auctions. So as you're phasing out those auctions and phasing in buy it now listings, you're going to alienate buyers and sellers that came to the platform for auctions. That's not a problem if you can attract plenty of new buyers, but eBay has shown that it has struggled to attract new buyers and sellers, which leads me to my next point. So eBay is having a hard time keeping up with our preference for instant gratification. The move to fixed price listings is one thing they did to do that. Buyers want to buy an item on eBay and then have that item shipped to them. They don't want to wait 7 days or 10 days for an online auction. They want to see what they get, search for it, buy it, and then have it on their way to them. And eBay did good by switching to more buy it now or fixed price listings, but they have not done good enough to keep up with consumer demand for fast shipping. Amazon can deliver to more than 72% of the United States in one day or the same day. If you order anything on eBay, you're not getting it the next day or the same day. Maybe 1% of the time you will, but definitely not 72%. So their model is completely different from Amazon's, which is why they don't have the ability to do this. And I'll get into this later. I don't think they need to completely go full Amazon and try to get everything delivered in like 3 hours or whatever. But I'll talk about how eBay can compensate there. eBay, they don't have any eBay delivery drivers. Almost everything on the platform is sold by independent sellers and not eBay. There's no fulfilled by eBay. So obviously that's why you don't have the super fast shipping. The third reason, which is another huge one, is that eBay is not innovative. If you want to continue to grow as a platform, you need to continue to innovate. And the closest example, and the example I keep bringing up, is Amazon, just because it's the biggest e-commerce platform in the US. But they spend about 20 times more than eBay on research and development. Obviously, they make a lot more money than eBay, so they have the means to do that, but eBay still needs to put more money to that. Because Amazon has given us Prime Day, Alexa, Kindle. They've increased their shipping speed so much. I remember when I thought it was incredible that you could buy something from Amazon and have it in 2 business days. Now, if I buy something on Amazon and it's not going to be here by like tomorrow morning, I think it's too slow. So they've just been incredible at developing new products and being innovative. Meanwhile, I can't think of any new and exciting stuff that eBay has rolled out in the last 5 years. The only thing I thought of was their AI descriptions that they recently rolled out, and even that is super lame. The AI descriptions could be inaccurate, they can be misleading, and customers never read descriptions. Like, what is even the point of spending money on developing a feature like that? I don't get it at all, but eBay really needs to refocus the research and development budget on figuring out ways to get more buyers onto the platform instead of figuring out ways to get more fees from sellers, because that seems like the only innovation they do now is, oh, you can now promote auctions for $2.99. Oh, guess what? We innovated. We now have dynamic ad prices, so we're going to jack up your ad prices to 15%. You're welcome. They need to stop doing that and focusing on actually building a better platform for buyers, which will bring more buyers onto the platform. With all of that being said, there is a lot to like about eBay, and I believe that if they focus on the good they're doing, they can grow the platform and become much better for us sellers. Like I said, I built my entire business on eBay. Obviously there's a reason I have, and there's a lot to like about it. So number one is the sellers, which you might laugh at me saying that since I am a seller on eBay, but I truly believe that the sellers on the platform are one of the best things about eBay. On almost every other website, you can't have that connection with sellers that you do on eBay. So they're usually real people who are more than happy to take a few minutes out of their day to answer your questions about something or send you more pictures. That's not even in the question on Amazon. And eBay has over 12 times as many sellers than Amazon actually, even though eBay has significantly less revenue. So that means eBay sellers are smaller mom and pop type operations rather than businesses or corporations. And I think eBay should really lean into this shop small and shop small business messaging as opposed to Amazon. Every time I buy something on Amazon, I just assume it's from like a faceless corporation. I don't assume I'm actually helping out somebody. But when I buy things on eBay, I know it's like some real guy, like some guy in California is selling me this postcard album that he found or something like that. And I think that's really cool. And I think eBay should lean into that and really promote their sellers. Number two of what makes eBay unique and what they should lean into is the stuff you can find on eBay. You don't see any type of pop culture references being made about other platforms like you do eBay. Cardi B or somebody threw a mic at someone and I saw either that mic or one like it was up on eBay immediately. But that's just where people go to look for stuff like that. If you're looking for a souvenir or something unique from a certain event, unique collectibles, or use things that you can't find anywhere else, you're gonna look on eBay. And eBay should really lean into the unique stuff you can find and spend more time highlighting stuff you can only find on eBay instead of trying to be a better Amazon. So I don't think eBay needs to offer 2-day or same-day shipping for everything. And I know they have tried to get that little badge on icons, and they try to push sellers to ship faster and faster. But instead of focusing their efforts there, I believe they should focus on number one, the sellers and improving the platform, and number two, the stuff you can find on eBay. So I don't think eBay is going anywhere anytime soon, but it is concerning that the revenue for eBay and the users on eBay are both declining. And I think it is time to start thinking about life after eBay and what you'll do if eBay ceases to exist in its current form as a platform. If this is your business, then this is just like getting laid off from work or becoming unemployed. I don't think it would simply go out of business. They are too valuable and their assets are worth too much. Either, in my mind, it would just be a slow decline until it's a shell of its former self, or it would get bought out by another company. And honestly, at this point, if eBay got bought out, it might actually be better for the platform in the long run. But even if eBay were to go away, the buyer demand for items you can only find on eBay will not go away. So that's good news for sellers. We will survive if there is an after eBay. So where would everybody go if eBay shut down? I think it would be really good for more niche, however you say it, sites for specific goods and collectibles. You don't really see websites like this anymore. Every website is just everything on the website. Amazon, Mercari, Poshmark I think is a little bit more specialized towards clothing, but eBay, like, you can find almost anything on the platform. And I think if a bigger site like that were to decline, that would help out smaller sites that you can find more unique stuff on. Also, the other existing sites that are out there would get a boost. So the ones I just mentioned, Mercari, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace. If eBay went down, those sites would be big beneficiaries, because Amazon's obviously much bigger than eBay, but eBay is also much bigger than these websites currently. And selfishly, I do have a dream of one day creating an ephemera and postcard website solely for selling. I don't need eBay to die to do that, just to be clear. I am not rooting for eBay to die as a platform, and I think I would be able to independently be successful even with eBay still around as a platform. But I really like the idea of those smaller websites that specialize in one or two things from many different sellers, because we don't have a lot out there like that, but I think those could be really neat and really cool one day. Let me know what you thought about this video. I hope you liked it. If there's something I missed, let me know. Again, I made this because I think it's important as eBay resellers that we keep up with the latest news and what direction the platform is going in, so that we can be ready to pivot if we need to. But thank you so much for watching.